Oh, good lord, I hope this works. So last time I tried this, we had a little bit of dropping out, but not too much. So fingers crossed this all goes well. So I think we're starting from... I keep turning my volume up so that I can hear other things, but then realizing that it's fucking loud. Anyways, okay, yeah, so we're starting from chapter 10. I actually don't remember how many chapters there are in Ghost Trick. I should look that up. I know there's more than 15. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynne at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynne about it? I just don't know. Lynne, you good, hon? This time, Lynne isn't dead. But the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Well, what's up? I'm glad Lynne isn't dead. But what in the world is she doing? Then again, do I really want to know? Hey, what's up, Lynne? What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad! Wait a minute, did you say but? I told Lynne about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though, I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanela arrested Detective Jowd? I can't believe it! Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead. Either you or someone else. Sorry about that. So who is that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder. I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. Oh boy. Yeah, Lynne, you don't actually do anything. You just kind of die. Alright. Hi, bitch. Hello? Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. Rewind! "11:31 p.m., 4 minutes before death. Fun fact, I keep forgetting. I forget every time who Emma is. Like, I know now. And I won't split that. But, like, I keep forgetting who that is. And then I see something about Emma. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I have to look it up. I do feel bad for this guy. Listen, I know he's dying, but like... No, wait, he's not actually dying there. He's just being dramatic. Now he's dying. Boy, this is very much a game that was created by the same creative team as Ace Attorney, huh? Well. And then he dies. Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up? He's a contradiction. Contradiction? There he is. The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. Oh, I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say, a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. Except that one, didn't he? This fucking idiot. This fucking idiot spends this entire fucking chapter just, like, doing nothing. I hate him. Oh, hello. Emma! Oh, excuse me. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Amelie's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. My daughter! Is she alright? Tell me she's alright! Hear for yourself. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that. And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. All right. I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. No, we're gonna stay here. That's a trap. Yahoo! Well, we have that phone number now. That's cool. This is terrible. Kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I'd better do something about that medicine. I've said this... Oh. Actually. I've said this before, but this game is very much a, hurry up and wait thing. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person! This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? Now I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. In fairness, Sissel, you didn't have a lot of choice, so we're just gonna hang out here for the next 4 minutes. Like I said, this is a very much a hurry up and wait sort of situation where it's just like there's literally nothing I can do about this until the countdown starts. God, look at him. Well, what's up, Sissel? Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man. Huh? If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple! Why doesn't he understand? But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. I just have to hang out here for a little bit. Here we go. Countdown. Come on. Go for the water. Do it. Come on, you asshole. Trick. There we go. Oh, and I have to do this now. There. Okay. I did it. That one's annoying because it's like you don't do anything for like a while and then all of a sudden it's just like do a bunch of shit. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. He's still breathing apparently, but he looks far from recovered unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I brought some time to get his medicine to him. Yay. Bought a lot of time, apparently. Dang. Okay. Just gonna swoosh on over to the other side of the room there where the medicine bottle is. Oh boy, I wonder how many times it's gonna take me to remember how this works, because this one's complicated. Okay, time for the next step. Now, about this medicine bottle. If the minister's going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we go up into the sword. I'm gonna raise this. I'm gonna turn that. This is there's a very specific order to these, and I always have a hard time remembering them. Time is passing. Yes, I'm aware. I have to knock this over first. No. Yes. This is incredibly specific. Hang on. I do this. Yes. I got it. I did it. Okay. This urn is pretty light. Once an urn is dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I'd better think carefully about what I drop and when. Yep, I've been doing that. Let's see. And then drop that. Okay, good. Yeah. It's a pretty light frame for its size. There sure are a lot of things that can fall down in this room. He's a fallen man. Huh? He deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head. I don't know about fallen man, but you talk about him like he's your fall guy. I guess the key here is what order the objects are dropped in. I think I'm doing it right so far. I think. We're gonna roll this down here. Yeah. Okay. Up here. Back across. You need to rock this. Yes, 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 yes! Ah! First try, baby! Yeah! Swing it! God, normally that takes me like 5 or 6 tries, but I did it first! Go! Oh boy, that's super not how medicine works at all, buddy. There! The minister finally took his medicine! I think maybe he even took too much medicine. Yeah, now you have a different problem. Such a greedy man. Huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Oh, I cut the guy some slack. There. See? This is the only voice clip in this fucking game. That was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope you learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. I did it! I did it! I'm so proud of myself. Here he is. And so the Justice Minister is now back to life. But the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, Our Lady Detective is the present cause of those furrows. Here she is. Look, Detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence! All they had was his own confession! But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anybody coming near me! Mr. Minister, please, listen to me! I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. What? So please, please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as a Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Boy. Lynne looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. Notice me! Lynne, pay attention to me! Sissel! There you are! It sounds like the Minister is being very stubborn. Hang on, something's fucking up with the stream here. Hang on. Never mind. Looks like it's okay. Stream status poor. Serious issues that need attention. But nothing seems to be wrong. Hang on. That's right, he is! Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The Minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynne what I had learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still... That's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister, then? The poor man, I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me? Oh, right. Sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? Oh, jeez. Alright, what can I reach from Oh boy, I can reach nothing. Cool. What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, please pardon me if this is a silly question. Oh, stream being fucky. Don't be like this, stream. I see you. I see you being a bitch. Why are you being like this? Let's see. That apply. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? No, there's no such thing! This is a dream, it's nothing but a dream! Don't you remember me? Okay, hang on, the stream's doing something funky. Come on, you bastard. The internet's working fine. I have access to YouTube. OBS is just being an asshole. Please don't make me do this again. My dream is talking to me! So now I'm a dream, eh? Mr. Minister? We know. We know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Oh, jeez. Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Amélie! But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Ah! Come on, Lynne, if you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? We have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the minister on our side. Just making sure the stream is caught up, but it's fine. Okay, it says I have excellent connection. Fucking better have excellent connection or I'm gonna be mad. I'm watching, and now it says no data. What the shit? Oh, I can't go any lower than that. Oh boy. Oh, here we are. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting. Nope, it's being a bitch again. There's no data. Now it says poor. How is it like this? Why is it like this? This is so obnoxious. After all. Alright, let's... I really should pay the kidnappers a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery. But I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a lady in trouble. So, I... Okay. Alright. I think we're back. I think we're okay. Touch wood. Alright. Let's try this. Let's try the next chapter. Chapter 11. 12:10 a.m. We are hurtling towards dawn. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner to be carried out tonight. Don't sit there buffering. I see that you have an excellent connection. Lynne says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. See, it says we have excellent connection for like a second, and then it's like for like a minute, and then it's like, nope, fucking you. See, there it goes. Now it's back. There we go. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle, so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again with the no data. This is intensely frustrating. I'm sure it's incredibly frustrating for y'all as well. Alright. Come on. Please. Please. I love how I click on it. I got an error message and it says more info, and I clicked on that and it just says the exact same error message but in a different type of window. That's not at all helpful, YouTube. Fuck you. Okay, here we go. It still says poor, but here we go. Oh, God, be gentle with that shit. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face, too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. All right, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Oh, for fuck's sake! This is intensely frustrating. All right, little lady, let me open that trunk for you. Or fall asleep. That works too, I guess. Look at this bitch. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me, too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before. But something about it is giving me a strange sense of déjà vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others. So that's what kidnapping is. Okay. This is so fucking annoying. dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? Now then. Time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing, before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Okay. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. Yeah. Let's just... Oh. Okay. Ah! Swing! Bada bada bada! Swing! Yahoo! Do-do-do-do-do. Don't mind me, sir. This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room. Is it really necessary? Is something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Okay. The shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. I love knowing things. Ah, god damn it. Give it a second. Okay. Can I make this spin faster? Yes, I can. Aha! 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 Okay. Oh. Ah, too late now. Okay. Oops, nope. This way. Whack! Yeah. Did that do something? Oops. I don't want trick, I want ghost. That is... Oh, 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 oh. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. It's okay, I can't reach that. I can reach this though. Okay. Bounce toy. Party popper, here we go. Okay. Boy, you're a dumbass, huh? Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. And the question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Okay. So I have to light this. And raise this up here. How do I do that, you ask? What a good question. I'm so glad that you asked it. Oh. Oh, I've done it. I did something. Okay. Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. But look at that streamer go spinning round and round. Now, how can I make use of that? Oh, I've got it. I've got it. I got it. I got it. I just have to go all the way back over here first. Okay, hang on. So if I make the ceiling fan spin faster... If I make this... If I do this... Nope. I think instead of making that spin faster, I think I need to make the candle burn brighter. And then make it spin faster. Shit. While it's burning brighter. Which I missed my opportunity, I think. Come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes! I did it. Fling! There it goes. Okay. But I got it, so now I go back. Now I go back across. Hop, 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 hop. Oops, nope. Ignore me. I'm not here. Okay. Now we'll raise this up, get it in the path of the fire. And that'll set the candles on fire. Which will set that up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah! I did it! It took me a minute, but I figured it out. Open! Oh, hey! Look who it is. What in the... What's going on here? Oh, don't do this now! This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? You dumb bitch. What's with the fun book and the juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I give this guy a different voice every single time he talks. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister? Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house! This house is where I used to live. What? Oh god, does he try. I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. Boy, that's a walk cycle. That's not... It's a little sad that that's not the weirdest walk cycle in the game. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? Y'all ready for this? Hey, y'all ready for this? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynne's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. I'd better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missel? Missel! I'm sorry. I'm not Missel. My name's Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla. So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world! You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, Sissy. Sissy, eh? Ahem. Immediate nickname. Kidnapping. Lynne asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsic Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah. Lynne always said, I don't... Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? What am I gonna do? Lynne's gonna be smad. Smad. I started to add a so in there and then realized there wasn't one. So it's now smad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. Music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it, with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. You know, you don't have to humor me. Oops. I love when they play with the fact that, like, everybody can hear it's in the ghost world. So, what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before... Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. Hang on now, there's a... Oh, it's back. It's poor quality, but it's here. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park? I'd better let Lynne know. So, this is your old house? Yep. This is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynne and Missel. Lynne is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad... He's going to die. And it's all because of me. What? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way! Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd? That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream. But it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. That murder case. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Trauma's playing. This is good. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working, and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? Mom! Mom! What was that noise? I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is all so unbelievably tragic. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know! Oops. God damn it, Sissel, every time. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay. But we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. I love her. A good child. A perfect child. This girl has never done anything wrong in her life. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. I mean, it's like midnight. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, we weren't supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. I don't know what this voice is. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of this deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. All right, excuse me. As you wish, Beauty. I feel it. I sense something here, in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. All right, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. Oh, boy. That is fucking terrifying. Oof. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynne know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sum of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Oh, you know! Boy, we're just blazing through chapters right now. I mean, like, despite the stream issues, we're like less than an hour in, and we've done 2 chapters. Chapter 12, 12:25 a.m. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jad's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynne what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted, that the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just coincidence. And then sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe in you? I'm a realist! Please! If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times, my wife won't answer! She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? Mood. The biggest, fattest mood. But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it! And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed! What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? Thank you. Thank you for making that point. Here he is! Here he is! Yeah! Woo-wee! That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanilla. No, don't cut out now! No! I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Stupid. Detective Jowd? Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynne, please, don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. No, it doesn't. Oh boy. Lynne doesn't really know that Jowd is innocent. She just believes it from the bottom of her heart. The execution and the kidnapping are real threats, and time marches on. I'll gather information and see if I can think of something. This all relates back to me somehow. I just know it. So what's up? You knew, didn't you, Inspector Campanella? That the execution was tonight. I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. 1, he was given the death penalty. And 2, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynne. But Detective Jowd! I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But! Oh, Boise. Hi, Lynne, talk to me. According to what I heard, Amélie was supposed to go to some kind sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers. They were lying in wait for her. But Amélie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh? And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead? Apparently. Amélie and Camilla bleh, are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Oh right, you asked me to bring the music box. Camilla. Hey, Jowd! Jowd! Buddy! Have a chat. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution tonight. Ha ha ha! I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple! Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be! And, by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her! I'm the one who shot Alma! And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. God, trauma is playing and I'm not okay. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? Here we go. Murder 5 years ago. To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work, and she went in first. Mom! Mom! What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? Let's check that one out next. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday! And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design, and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene, and turned myself in. Let's keep going with this one. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean... And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day, in that room. Powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Joad. There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Here we go. All right. Detective Joud, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time? Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Joud. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Joud. Lynne, where is that music box now? In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Joud. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. You guys aren't going to do anything about the fact that a wanted person... Okay, just ran out. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off and die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla. In more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. Why? What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me. I'm especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. Boy, they certainly do just walk like that. He just has a chair! He just has this! That confirms that he's gay, because that's how he fucking sits! The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynne does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping, somehow. Maybe I should ask for advice from the capable detective here? Hey! Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost? Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Let's push along. Hey, what do you have to say? Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I can't hear you! La 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 la! I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Oh yeah? Who's that? Me! Mood. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination! A delusion! You might be a crumb of undercooked potato! There's more of gravy than grave about you! Sorry. Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, me. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. Good! Dipshit. Alright. Go fucking find his wife. Hi. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Excuse me. Murder, execution. execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has been related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. Saving. Okay, real fast, I'm gonna look up how many chapters Ghost Trick has, because I was gonna just stick to 3, but I might do, I might do another one. Let's find out. Nope. There are not only 17 chapters. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do another chapter, because fuck it. The stream's holding out okay, touch wood, so here we go. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. I clicked. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. Oh boy, I sure did give her a voice at one point, didn't I? My darling angel! Oh, just listen to that cough! You naughty thing! Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart! But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone! Ting! I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Ting! Just fucking toast everything. I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Mama? Yes, darling. Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Amélie. Amélie? It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development, too. Amélie wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Alright. Hey. It's fine. The phone. Sweats. Amélie, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Amélie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. Oh boy. What do you mean weird? How How dare you disparage my romantic expressions! Now you've really made me angry, you really have! How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Woof. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you! I can hear you, you know. Phew, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Amelie can call. Okay. There's some stuff that needs doing. I'm gonna need you in a bit, but I don't need you now, I don't think. Okay, that does that. Maybe I do. Ding dong. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? God. Bye, bitch. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Ting. She's more powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Okay. But this one. Bye. Sorry. Oh heavens! A blackout at a critical time like this? Of course, dim light suits my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. That's not great. How have I never noticed that she does that before, that she drops the fucking match into her wine? Okay, hang on. This is another one that's all about timing. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Me writing fanfiction. Okay. What's up? I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. But now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. So if I do that, then she has to come over and... What a naughty chandelier! Jesus. Okay, I have to wait until she's directly under it. Come on, come on. Damn it! Such insolence! Dang. This woman has like a +10 to dodge. Come on. Yeah, I got her! Amelie! Amelie, help me! Mama! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Ha ha ha! Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. God. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. I think I do. Come on up. It's fine. What? What is going on here? Amelie, look, do you see this? Help me, please. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess I'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Okay, well. Oh boy. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. Maybe. The only trouble is she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right. The angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Let's do this. That's not really helping at all, is it? Shit. How do I... That's not helpful at all. Fine. I have to burn this writers. If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. I better not put out the lamp right now. I do want her thrashing around though, because I want... Oh, I got it, I did it, I figured it out. I figured it out. This poor rat. Now I really owe that rat an apology. But this might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Amelie. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Mama! What in the world is going on here? Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Don't you dare, Amelie! I won't have it! Hello, Papa? Gasp! Amelie? Amelie? Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa! Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama. I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tight. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh. Okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of a justice minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you! I love you too, Amélie. Good night, sweetheart. Aww. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Amélie. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up, after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Amélie, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Oh, the drama of it all. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. Ting. I mean, theoretically, I could go over and let her out. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as easily as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back. But Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Okay, I guess I can't go do that. Sorry, Emma, you just live up there now. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who's just learned that his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. You didn't do shit! What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice your daughter is safe. And yet, you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Arrgh. Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Boy, I've given a lot of these people deep voices, huh? I wonder if Lynne is at the park yet. Until we get her report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Hi. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Oh boy, manipulator. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer, who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report on each of them. To me about them, yeah. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Jowd's case. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act. According to the inspector, the first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated into somehow shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? The minister's mistake? You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Oh boy. There's something I'd like the 2 of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on with this document? What am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wait! Don't deliver that document! What was that? Alright. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Oh boy. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of a Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out! And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already know about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control, manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Joud! Don't tell me you can hear this ghost too! I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghost gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! This is Lynne. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately. It sounds like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Do a quick chat. Howdy. Hi, howdy. I knew, actually. Right from the beginning. Knew what? That you saved my life the first time we met tonight. Oh, that. When I talked about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about me. I hated who I had become. But you helped me accept the truth. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many, including that of my loving family. I'm glad to hear that. I'm starting to realize what a lucky man I am. And it's all thanks to you. Aww. I don't think I've ever talked to him at that point. I never saw that coming. The minister was being controlled, huh? I'm truly sorry, Detective Joud. I have no excuse to offer you. You know, maybe it was all for the best. What do you mean? If you had never been manipulated, you never would have believed the power existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you, you never know when even the worst things can turn out good. Detective Joud, I don't know what to say. Alright, Sissel, you better go help Lynne. She's a good kid, but she's got a habit of taking on other people's problems. Yeah, I know. Let's see, she's in Thamesic Park, eh? Alright. Nope. I want the phone. Park. Yeah, this is the end of the chapter. Lynne calls, and I oblige. I take off toward Temsick Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynne have been manipulated into shooting me? Well, this is where we're going to stop for this time. But next time, be excited because next time, Missel's coming back next time. I don't care if that's a spoiler for folks. Missel's coming back in the next chapter. Yeah, but we're going to stop here for today. So have a good one. Bye.